So I just tried to record this game, did some narrating, all that good stuff, and my mic wasn't on, so that's cool. But we're gonna go ahead and do that take two. So Hack vs Boof. Put these guys fairly well known for NU, especially Boof. That's how I know him. Didn't he play RU last gen too? I don't really know, dude. But looking at these guys' teams, Hack's team can't deal with Archeops at all. Like, Archeops has access to, I know it has access to Heat Wave, I know it has access to Grass Knot. Actually, I don't know if it has Grass. It should have Grass Knot. Alright, dude. Everything gets Grass Knot. But if his moveset is something like Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Heat Wave, Roost, or something along those lines, then Hack can't really deal with it. I don't know how common Aerial Ace is, so because the only thing that really gives you coverage for is Hariyama or isn't Polyrath in this tier, so Polyrath too. If it's in this tier, I don't even know if it's in this tier, but yeah, Hack can't really deal with Archeops that well. Outside of Hariyama, and then what's Archeop's base speed? Isn't it 110 or 111 or something? It's something like ridiculous. It's like it's not quite Aerodactyl speed, but it's close to it. So like Scyther, unless it's Scarfed, can't revenge kill, and even then Scyther, I don't even know if Scyther can hit super effectively. But of course the thing with Archeops is that Defeatist is a thing, and most of them in NU, from what I've seen, are like Life Orb and mixed. On the other hand, though, Booff's ability to deal with Frogadier because he's running offense, if Frogadier has the right four moves, is a little minimal. Scyther might be a problem. Doubt it, though, because he has Garbodor and Kling Klang. And then Hariyama actually could be a problem. Depends on what the Garbodor moveset is, though. And then what the Mesprit moveset is. But I'm talking way too long about shit that I don't know, so let's just go ahead and get it in. So Hack is going to lead with Steelix. He probably just wants to get Stealth Rock up as soon as he can, because Booff doesn't have a way to remove them, and being able to get 25% on Archeops is big. And we're going to see Energy Ball come out from Cacturne. Cacturne is in the lead, so it's probably some sort of lead spiker. I guess they run Energy Ball in this tier, probably because it hits Steelix a little bit harder than Seed Bomb does. So does that mean that he's running special, or what? I don't know. So I'm guessing that Booff wants to go for a spike this turn, just because he already got the chip on Steelix, and either Scyther or Xatu is going to come in. Okay, that's why he just went for the Energy Ball, because you get more chip on Steelix, and then if Booff isn't running Heat Wave or something that hits Steelix, then you can weaken that. And then if he wants to go to Xatu, which would be a pretty good switch-in, a Cacturne right there, then your spike doesn't get bounced back. So I'm pretty sure Booff has spikes on this set, but he doesn't ever go for it because he doesn't want Xatu to come in. And then he has the lure right there, the Sash Cacturne. So Scyther's going to come in, and Cacturne's going to take that. And Scyther's pretty common in this tier, so it's really good at... we saw Cased, I think, in week 3 use Jinx with counter as well. I couldn't think of the word for a second, but we saw him use counter too. And I think it was the same thing on a Jinx ate up a Scyther U-turn, and then it just killed something else with counter. And Cacturne is the same thing, just really good at luring Scyther U-turns and smashing something with counter. So maybe that's going to be the next trend in NU on how you deal with Scyther. Even though you don't really deal with Scyther, but you get rid of one of its teammates. So anyways, Booff isn't able to set any spikes down, and that's unfortunate. But like I said, Xatu could probably switch into Cacturne pretty well. Also, Bouff just doesn't want any spikes on his side of the field. And he's able to take out Hariyama and got pretty decent damage on Steelix. And now Samurott is going to come in here. Who did Hack switch in? He switched in Steelix. Samurott obviously can come in on that. And it looks like two Waterfalls might be able to take out Samurott. Hack doesn't want his Scyther to go down because Scyther is really good. So he's just going to U-turn. If Bouff can get rocks up, that would be pretty big. Even though, actually no, you could go for rocks somewhat freely if you're using Mesprit, because you already have rocks up on your side of the field anyway. And Bouff predicts that U-turn to come out from Scyther or some sort of switch. So he just decides to go for Swords Dance right here. And is the last move Select from... Or the item Select from Samurai. I don't really know what the SD ones run. There just wasn't any Life Orb, so I'm kind of confused. But... Or it might be like... I know, well, Cottonberry is the electric one. It's the grass one, because I figure that grass is probably more common in this tier. Isn't it like Rindoberry or something? Yeah, that's besides the point, so... Aquajet's gonna come out. I guess Bouff, like I mentioned in Team Preview, doesn't really have a switch into Frogadier, so he'd rather just get the damage on it. And now Archeops can come in and revenge kill with a Heat Wave. Hack decides to stay in, which kind of confuses me. I can understand not wanting to go to Steelix, but I feel like with Bouff having both Garbodor and Klinkling, Scyther really isn't that useful, and I understand that you gotta have a way to kill Mesprit too, but Mesprit typically doesn't have that good of recovery, and it's like Mesprit usually, at least from what I've seen, and all it does is just get up Stealth Rock and then Healing Wish something. Like that's all it does, like 90% of the time, which is it's good for what it does. It's good at supporting the team, but that's no good. So anyway, some stuff went down. Scyther came in for whatever reason. That makes no sense to me. Why would you send in Scyther? And then you switched immediately to Pyroar. Maybe he's trying to bait out a Stone Miss or something. But Knockoff comes out, and then that's gonna destroy Pyroar, knock off Life Orb. So Hack couldn't even outspeed Archeops. And then now Scyther's just gonna come in as death fodder, which, like I said, you should have kept Frogadier and then gotten rid of Scyther. At the same time, though, because your Pyroar is not Scarf and your Hariyama died at turn like 3 or something, turn 2 or turn 3, I can't remember, but because of that, like you're already at a huge disadvantage at dealing with Archeops. Maybe he was just like trying to maneuver around it, trying to put it into defeatist range, which probably makes the most sense because you don't have a way to deal with it. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, it's just, you should have prepared better for Archeops. I mean, I don't understand how this thing dropped to NU. Like, I've always been a big fan of Archeops, even though it definitely turned out to be disappointing once you found out what Defeatist did. Like, I'm still a big fan of it. Just from using it in 5th gen, like in RU and stuff, but yeah, so I can't really say anything intellectual about this particular exchange. Basically, it's just Hack fishing for crits and then Bouff roosting to stay at a Defeatist. Shit. I hope you guys can't hear this in the background, because my shit's itching like a motherfucker, dude. But anyways, that whole Roost Psyshock and then a few Grass Nuts exchange went down. Until Bouff was able to get out of Defeatist range. And then Stone Edge is able to come out, so his moveset is Stone Edge, Heat Wave, Knock Off, Roost. That's probably really good coverage. And now Zatu's able to go down. And, yeah, Hack says it's GG. It's pretty much GG. However, Archeops is in Defeatist range. And then Mesprit's going to come in. Are you trying to get up rocks? That's my guess. Or he might be trying to Healing Wish to Archeops, so that Heat Wave KOs. That's what I'm guessing. But no, rocks just go up. I mean, do you kill Pyro at this point? Pyro's at 26.8, so you don't kill it. There's Heavy Slam. Irrelevant crit. I might have gone to Garbodor right there because I don't think Garbodor does too much at this point in the game for you. Considering that it's only a Steelix and a Pyroar, then you switch in Mesprit, you can get up rocks, and then you can Healing Wish, assuming that he has Healing Wish. He might not have Healing Wish. But then you Healing Wish to Archeops, then you're out of Defeatist. And then Heat Wave probably KO Steelix from that point. So there's Focus Blast from Garbodor. I'm kind of confused on that too, because I don't know Garbodor to... I know that there's a physical set with like Power Up Punch and shit, like Power Punch and Drain Punch and all that. And there's I mean, yeah, Garbodor can run offensive and it has some decent offensive options, but I've never known Garbodor to be a special set. I've always known it as like the physical set if you're going offensive, or like just utility spikes, but I guess special is a thing. Like I said, I'm not the NU expert. Also, no Life Orb, which is interesting to me. Doesn't Garbodor have like only 60 special attack or something? So like, if you're gonna run that, then I would imagine that you run Life Orb. I don't know what the item is. Maybe like Shuka Berry or something. I don't. Did we even see Shuka Berry when it ate up the Earthquake? I don't know, but Focus Blast is able to go off hack switches to Pyroar. I guess trying to fish for a Focus Miss. Even though Pyroar being at like 1%. Like, I would imagine that. No, Garbodor was low, that's right, because it ate the EQ, so. Yeah, I guess that's why he tried to do that, but. Anyways, Garbodor is able to die, or Pyroar dies, then Steelix kills Garbodor because Focus Blast doesn't even 2-hit KO, which is pathetic. Now Bouff's going to come in with Archeops and knock off the Steelix's lefties. So things are not looking too good for Bouff right now. You know, he's a notorious choker, and things are not really looking that good because Steelix versus Klinkling doesn't really look too good for Bouff. Oh, there's Magnet Rise, though. And with that, Bouff pretty much wins the game. So Bouff had us pretty scared for a little bit, but he was able to... he was just playing us, I guess. At the same time, though, I feel like Bouff could have played that endgame so much cleaner. And he's just notorious for being a choker, so... that endgame definitely scared the average Bouff fan a little bit. He was able to clutch it out anyway. Or clutch. Wow, I'm trying to combine the word clinch and clutch to a clutch. That's something, alright. I don't know. If you didn't have Healing Wish on Mesprit, though, I feel like you just knock Steelix off right there. And then it's like he goes to Pyroar, he dies, and then he stays in, there's no more lefties, and now it's pretty much the same shit. And then you already know that the Pyroar is Life Orb, so you can just come in, and then there's no way that's... I don't know, I feel like he could have played that endgame better. And then, of course, there's a high probability that Mesprit probably has Healing Wish, because that's what they all run. And I think Uxie's in this tier too, and I can imagine, like, that's be the main reason why you use Mesprit over Uxie is access to Healing Wish. But anyways, there's not really anything I could add to this endgame. Just Magnet Rises, he sets up. Hopefully you can't hear this in the background. But he Magnet Rises, sets up, just hits him with some returns. Doesn't want to miss gear grinds. And Bouff's able to win the game. So hopefully my narration wasn't too bad, but congratulations to Bouff for not choking this one away. I think he's either 1-3 or 2-2. I don't remember, but anyways, hope you guys enjoy. I got some more week 4s coming up before we move on to the week 5s for SPL. And yeah, peace, friends.